Hello, this is Bluestar, Defender of Equestria, and this is my blind reaction to the premiere of Season 6! Yes! And what's the bit? It's like, and it's the official Bluestar t-shirt! Yo! It's like, it just arrived yesterday, so it's like, oh, I have to wear this, so, yo, and all that stuff. So anyway, it's so exciting to see MLP Season 6 coming. It's like, just a little bit more. It's almost upon us. Yes! So, yes, it's like, yeah, it'll be interesting to see where they go in this season and everything, but we won't have too much longer to wait, because it's like, like 30 more seconds, I tell you. Right. Aw, it's like, obviously watching the end of the cutie rebark, it's like, it's just so touching. Alright, let's do this then. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, start. Yo, the all-powerful DHX Hasbro. Oh, it's Starlight Glimmer.
Library.
Where's the library?
Where did they put the library?
It's a good question. Ooh, is her hair different? This place is a lot bigger than I thought it was.
This castle looked a lot smaller from the outside.
Yeah, that's just what I was thinking.
Morning, Starlight.
Hi.
What? Sorry, Spike. I guess I'm still trying to find my way around.
Oh.
You don't happen to know where the library is, do you?
Next door on the left.
Oh.
Oh, right.
Thanks. Acceptance. Altruism? Definitely.
Starlight, good morning. Come in.
Sorry I'm late. I got a little turned around. I still can't believe you're letting me stay here.
Cool.
As your pupil.
Oh.
After everything I did.
Aww.
Well, I'm not one to dwell on the past, and neither should you. The castle is your home now, and as far as being my pupil goes, I was just trying to figure out what your first friendship lesson should be.
Oh, well, it looks like you're really narrowing it down.
Oh, these are just the A's. After this, I move on to the B's.
Uh-oh. Oh, man. We're gonna be here all day. Oh, boy. It's like, ah! Uh-oh. What have I got myself into? Yo, it's been a while, but it's so nice to be back here. Yes!
I used to wonder what friendship could be. Until you all shared its magic with me. Big adventure. Tons of fun. A beautiful heart, faithful and strong. Sharing kindness. It's an easy feat. And magic makes it all complete. You have fun. Do you know you are my very best friends?
Oh. So interesting. It's like, But you know, I gotta, you know what? It seems a little quiet around here. Let's change that. Yes. So anyway, interesting. I do not know why I say that in that accent, but anyway, yes. So, it's like, yeah, I mean, I haven't really thought about too much about what Starlight Glimmer's role and stuff was going to be. I'm kind of disappointed that she doesn't appear to have been added to the opening, but, oh well. Dear, it's like, unfortunately, just a few minor adjustments, I think. But yes, it's like, interesting. It's like, oh, I mean, I did have a thought, though, is that, you know, like, Princess Twilight is essentially, taking on what Celestia's role is, you know, once again, you know, it's everything is like, you know, Celestia basically took Twilight under her wing, so to speak, I guess, and basically, you know, brought her in to, you know, to teach her about friendship and everything, so, that's kind of cool, you know. So, it's gonna be interesting to see where they're going with this, but, obviously, well, that was nice of Twilight, it's like actually staying at the castle, that's kind of cool. But again, it follows kind of her. Oh no, a promo! I must not watch this promo! I'm trying to avoid spoilers whenever possible. No! Tell me when it's over! I mean, I've done reasonably okay at avoiding spoilers, but, you know. But it's okay, I guess, but, you know, we shall see, you know. I do honestly wish they wouldn't spoil their own stuff, shall we say, but, you know. But anyway, okay. Oh. It's like, don't do a season... Yo, it's like, you don't need to tell me what's gonna happen in the next part. We haven't even gotten to this part yet.
I know I'm just learning about friendship, but I didn't think there were this many lessons for anything. How do we choose?
The
Maybe I should
crystalline?
pare things down a bit before we go through them. Why don't you join the others in the throne room? They're planning our trip to the Crystal Empire when Shining Armor and Princess Cadence have their baby.
Throne room. Got it.
Oh.
Which way is the throne room?
Well, I think we should leave ASAP. I don't want to miss the crystalline.
But,
The what?
shouldn't we wait for the invitation?
Frankly, I'm not exactly clear on all the customs and traditions of the Crystal Empire.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to a crystalline.
What's a crystalline?
Well, that's just it, darling. Princess Cadence and Shining Armor's baby is due any day.
Oh.
And we're still not sure. The Crystal Empire was gone for 1,000 years. A lot of their customs are a bit murky.
Oh.
We know it's got something to do with the new baby.
And a party! And the Crystal Heart. And a party! And some kind of cool energy.
Oh.
And a party!
Okay. Yay.
It's not hard to understand. Most things in the Crystal Empire aren't. Like how I'm a big hero there, for example.
Yeah, thank you for reminding us, Spike. Rarity?
Plus, I've had to help Twilight do a lot of research on crystallings. Whenever a baby is born in the Crystal Empire, the parents bring it before the Crystal Heart. They get the purest shard of crystal they can find, then pick a crystaller to present the baby to every pony who comes. Then they all share the light and joy they feel, feeding it into the crystal that joins with the heart and increases its power.
Cool.
And this is going to be a royal crystalling, so pretty much the whole empire will show up. That hasn't happened in a millennia.
Cool.
What do you mean it increases the Crystal Heart's power?
The energy it uses to protect the Crystal Empire, I guess.
Protect it from what?
I didn't help Twilight with that part.
Uh-oh. Okay, so that's interesting.
Hey, Twilight, can I ask you something about the Crystal Empire?
Huh,
I guess so.
funny you should mention it.
Funny you should
because I
mention it.
just narrowed your first friendship lesson down to 3 options.
Oh.
And one of them is in the Crystal Empire.
Oh, how convenient.
Really?
I found out that's where the first pony you ever cared about lives.
Sunburst?
What?
Of course, that's just one idea. We could
Oh.
also go to Griffinstone.
Uh-oh.
Making friends with a griffin is a challenge all by itself.
Oh, poor
Or
Starlight
we could
Glimmer.
tag along with the CNCs the next time they try to help a pony
It'd be
figure out why they're special.
Oh.
Starlight? Is something wrong?
Yes?
What? Oh, no. Those all sound great.
Yeah.
I know! I guess you were right. It is gonna be hard to choose one.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, poor Starlight Glimmer. It'll be okay, I tell you. Oh no. What happened? Oh dear. Ooh. Huh?
Ugh, I am never gonna find my way around this place.
Oh, it'll just take time.
Gee, Starlight, what's wrong?
I don't know, Spike. Twilight's figuring out what my first friendship lesson is, and I guess I'm not exactly thrilled with the options.
Yeah, I would say
Well,
so.
with one of them.
Oh.
Which one?
Reuniting me with my first friend.
What's so terrible about that?
Cut to flashback.
When we were foals, Sunburst knew everything there was to know about magic.
Yay, good for you. Oops.
He always knew just what to do.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
And he was always there to help me.
Yay, cool. Aww.
I guess it's not surprising that Sunburst got his cutie mark in magic and went off to Princess Celestia's school. But when he left...
You blamed cutie marks and stripped a whole village of theirs,
Hey.
and when Twilight and the others stopped you, you went back in time and almost destroyed Equestria.
Hey, don't interrupt.
Not really stuff I'm super eager to tell Sunburst about.
Yeah.
I mean, he's probably some big important wizard now, and I can't even find my way around Twilight's castle.
That's okay.
Well, if Sunburst is that good at magic, maybe he'd appreciate your, exploits. You should talk to Twilight about it. I'm sure she'd want to hear what you have to say.
I know, but I don't want her to think I'm not ready to learn, or that I'm not grateful for everything she's doing.
Spike, come quick!
Uh-oh. Yes? What? I bet you the invitation has arrived.
It's a crystalling invitation.
Yay!
Shining armor's a father! I'm an aunt!
Yay! Good for you,
this
Twilight.
settles it. Since we're going to the Crystal Empire, your first friendship lesson is going to be... reuniting with Sunburst!
Uh-oh.
Great.
Great. Yeah. That wasn't her first choice, I'm afraid, so... Oh no, that's terrible. Oh no, it's like, yeah, I mean, that was absolutely the first thing that Starlight Glimmer has to do. It's like she has to, you know, she has to make up for this, you know, it's like she has to fix this the broken friendship and everything, which was, it simply is exactly what she needs to do, but it is in a way the hardest thing she could possibly do. It's like, you know, after all this time, she hasn't spoken to this pony, she doesn't know anything about him. It's like, oh dear, that I can definitely understand that being awkward. It's like, oh, it's like, you know, it's like, and particularly in her circumstance, it's like, oh, you know, it's like, I missed you so much that I turned evil, turned to the dark side, created a whole village full of ponies with the same cutie mark, and tampered with time and almost destroyed Equestria in the process. Yeah. Yeah, stuff you wouldn't exactly want to tell your former friend and all that, so, you know, I can understand her, you know, she's particularly, you know, in a bad situation with that, so, oh dear. So, interesting, I mean, you know, ooh, this is kind of cool, we got to learn a little bit more about the Crystal Empire and, the Crystal League. I mean, okay, that seemed odd to me, but it makes sense, you know. Obviously everything in the Crystal Empire revolves around crystals and the Crystal Heart, so that's kind of cool and everything, so... I like that, and of course, it's like, it's official that, you know, it's, that's, you know, it's like, yeah, the baby is here, yes, that's cool, it's like, and I'm honestly glad that they, that this is happening now, and not like, when is it gonna happen? Is it gonna happen in, like, the middle of the season? Oh, no, it's like, no. So that's gonna be cool and everything, so, yes, so, it's like, oh, and of course, you know, Twilight's in there now. Oh, that's cool, and everything, so, yeah, but, yes, so interesting. So, I mean, so far this episode isn't, you know, it's moving along kind of slowly so far. But of course, you know, it's like they're clearly having to set up quite a bit. You know, they have to describe what is this crystalline thing. It's like, I kind of like how it's like the everponies are like, we don't know either. That's something to do with the baby, but that's about it. So I'm glad that we're like not the only ones who don't know. So. And of course, it makes sense. The Crystal Empire hasn't been seen for 1,000 years, and I think even, it's been a while since I've seen the Crystal Empire. You know, I think even they say it's like most ponies don't even know that the Crystal Empire existed at all. So it makes sense that they don't know much about his customs and everything. So but yeah, I mean, so it's in some ways there's not too much else to talk about, and. Yes, I forgot to mention, for those who are new to my channel, these are the commercials, because I hate editing out the commercials. Not to mention, it gives me a chance to talk about how the episode is going so far and everything. I mean, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, so... and all that, so... But again, so far, there's not too much else to talk about, unfortunately. It's, yeah, Starlight Glimmer's clearly, doesn't like the idea of this friendship lesson. It's like, I'm not ready to do this yet. It's like, I can't even find my way around this castle yet. How can I go talk to my former friend? It's like, I can't do this. It's like, oh, poor Starlight Glimmer. It'll be okay, I tell you, it'll be okay. It's like, yeah, I mean, yeah, that castle's a lot bigger on the inside than it looks from the outside. You know, and I kind of like that in some strange way, but yes. So yeah, I mean, so it's gonna be just a question: is this gonna be a big episode or a small episode? Kind of like last year's episode. And another dark promo. It's like, please knock it off. It's like, for crying out loud. It's like we're gonna. Oh man. Come on. It's like, no, I must not look. But unfortunately, the show might be coming back on at any moment, so... oh man. He's like, again, you don't need to tell me what's... Okay, I'm not gonna say that because I want... Anyway, back to the show. Yes! It's like, we will know soon enough. It's the train again. It's the boy. Oh, poor Starlight. Is her hair different? Is that Angel? Ooh.
Applejack, what is that?
Oh, just a little something for the youngin'.
Aw.
Genuine sweet apple acres apple trees.
Oh.
We make 'em for all the apples, and any pony related to Twilight is practically family.
Aw, that's
yeah,
nice.
it's okay. But it's no Cloudsdale Mobile. Bam! Ooh,
Nice.
Mickey.
Oh, you broke it.
Well, a mobile is real nice.
Mobile?
As long as you have something to lay in so you can look at it.
And a
Uh-oh.
fetching
Not now.
blanket to keep you warm. I'm sure Shining Armor and Princess Cadence will love all our gifts. But I think they're
Thank
more
you.
happy we'll be attending the baby's crystalling. I can't wait to see all that light and love make the crystal heart even more sparkly and shiny!
Yay.
Actually, Pinky, the Crystal Heart is an ancient and powerful relic. Without its magic, the Crystal Empire would be lost to the frozen north.
Bummer.
Wow, this crystalling sounds pretty important. I'd understand if you wanted to, you know,
No,
wait
it's
to do a different friendship lesson when we get back.
Yeah. Come
Are
on,
you
come on.
kidding? This trip is perfect. Not only do I get to see the baby and take part in the ceremony that helps maintain the magic of the Crystal Empire, but I'm starting my new pupil off with the most amazing friendship lesson ever. I can't wait.
Oh.
Right.
Right,
Me
Twilight.
neither.
Oh, poor Starlight Glimmer. Nice try, but...
Actually, Twilight, I am a little worried about meeting Sunburst.
Oh, trust me. I know what it's like to see old friends, but I'll be right there to help things along.
Oh.
I've broken the whole lesson down into a few easy steps to ensure this reunion goes off without a hitch.
Oh, dear. Yeah, that made me feel so much better, Twilight.
Step 1, head to Sunburst's house and get you two started on the right hoof.
Yeah, that
Step
would be
2,
helpful.
get to the castle with enough time to visit the baby.
Oh, poor Shining Armor.
Twilight!
Twilight.
I didn't know you were meeting us.
Of course I am.
Poor-
It's me, right here. Here I am. Why wouldn't I come meet my sister?
Poor
Though we haven't met before.
Poor Shining Armor.
Are you all right?
No.
Never better. Being a father is amazing and wonderful and amazing and confusing and amazing.
Poor-
But surprising, too,
Aw,
you know?
poor
I mean,
guy.
not that you'd know. You wouldn't know, I know. You know?
Man.
Sorry. I haven't really slept since Cadence had the baby. Come to think of it, she hasn't either.
Bummer.
It sure would be great to get a break.
Oh, of course. I don't know what I was thinking. You two probably need all kinds of help. I'm sorry, Starlight, but I guess combining your first lesson with this visit wasn't such a good idea.
Oh, don't
Yes,
be
I'm
ridiculous. You're an aunt now. That's way more important than some friendship lesson.
I just
Maybe.
wish there was a way to do both.
Maybe there is.
Uh-oh.
You've already done the work for Starlight's lesson with this list. All we have to do is follow it.
Spike, you're a genius. Yeah. Genius.
It's like, nice
Then
going,
it's settled.
Spike.
Shining Armor and I will head straight to the castle, and you two can head straight to Sunburst.
Aye, aye, princess.
Aye, aye, sir. I mean, ma'am.
All right, big brother, let's go see this amazing baby pony.
Poor Shining Armor.
I know you're a little worried about this reunion, but I'm sure Twilight's got everything covered.
Everything except how I'd rather do absolutely anything else.
Well, I
Bummer.
bet she's taken that into account, too. It's all part of the lesson. Trust the lesson.
That's the lesson.
Right.
So that's really how lessons operate in this show, to be honest. But, oh well.
Hey, is that you?
Oh, yep, it sure is. Now, according to the list, Sunburst's house is...
Why is there a statue of you in the Crystal Empire?
Because Spike, the brave and glorious, saved all of us from King Sombra. And then again during the Equestria Games.
Oh,
Really?
really?
Really? Big fan.
Big fan. Yo.
When were you gonna tell me about this?
Nah, it's no big deal.
It most certainly is!
Oh.
That's it!
We're not going anywhere until I get the whole story.
Hey. No, don't fall for it, Spike.
Before we go in, I should probably tell you, seeing the baby might be a bit of a shock.
Come on,
Why would
big
that
brother.
be?
I've met babies before. I expect meeting this one will be any different.
Princess Celestia and Princess Luna. Aww. Aww.
Of course, I could be wrong.
I mean, I'm honestly not surprised by that. It's like, oh. Oh, dear, oh dear. I mean, oh. I can relax now. I mean, unfortunately, that was the thing that I almost avoided, you know, seeing spoilers for that. It's like, unfortunately, images of, you know, her, unfortunately, of the new princess are unfortunately everywhere. It was, I tried not to look, but no, but I'm not surprised by this at all. I'm kind of surprised that they are, though. I mean, she is an alicorn, after all. I mean, of course, I'm sure they're going to explain to us now why this might be surprising and everything. In a way, I hope they do, because, yeah, I mean, alicorns are an interesting thing. I mean, I believe originally they were only supposed to be 2 alicorns. Luna and Celestia were going to be the only ones who were going to be alicorns, and no one else, and nobody else, and all that. So, obviously, the show decided to not do that, and they've changed the rules and everything, so it's going to be interesting to see what the rules are. But it seems reasonable to me that if, you know, and particularly when, I guess, when the mother is an alicorn, that the child will be an alicorn, so that's not surprising at all, to be honest. But okay, but yeah, it's like, oh, poor Starlight Glimmer. It's like, yeah, she's so trying to get out of this. It's like, and she almost did, but no, fail. It's like, don't fall for it, Spike. Aw, isn't she cute?
The baby is an alicorn?
It looks that way.
It looks that way.
But I thought alicorn wings had to be earned by accomplishing some great princess-worthy deed.
Yeah, how can you just be born with them? The birth of an alicorn is something Equestria has never seen.
It is beyond even our understanding.
Oh,
That's not
good.
very reassuring.
No, it's not.
A unicorn and a Pegasus, so she could be a super strong flyer and have crazy baby magic. Well, I know all about super strong flying, and I can help keep tabs on her magic.
Oh, that's cool. Uh-oh. Oh my gosh. Sorry. Oh dear.
It appears her magic is more powerful than that of a newborn unicorn.
The crowds have already started to gather.
Uh-oh. That's just a problem.
This crystalline is gonna be some party.
Do you think we should call it off?
We've all faced a lot worse than baby magic. I can't imagine canceling such a beautiful and important ceremony over something so potentially adorable. Yeah. Come on.
In light of the little one's abilities, this crystalling might be more important than ever. Perhaps you should address your subjects and remind them of that.
Oh, interesting. Aww. Poor Shining Armor.
Shining armor. Do you have everything you need for the ceremony?
Huh? Oh no! I still have to interview the honor guards, choose the purity crystal, and pick a crystaller!
Oh, poor Shining Armor. He's gonna lose it.
Take it easy. Pinky can stay here with me and keep an eye on the baby.
Okay.
And we'll all help you with everything else.
Baby.
Oh, poor
That is if
Shining
you can
Armor.
stay awake long enough to tell us how.
And that's how we found the Crystal Heart, defeated King Sombra, and saved the Empire.
Don't they know the story? Don't they know the story already?
About the Equestria Games.
Well, as much as I love reliving my heroic deeds, Starlight and I have an important lesson to do. An Order of the Princess of Friendship.
Aww.
Aw, come on, Spike. I want to hear about the games, too.
Come on.
I know you're nervous about seeing Sunburst, but it says right in step 3 to, deal with your fears by facing them, not by putting it off.
Darn it.
Let's go get this over with.
Spike is learning. Yes, good. Oh, that's kind of unusual.
Wait!
What?
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 Knocking on the door isn't the next thing on the list.
Seriously?
Yeah.
I know Twilight can be a little nitpicky, but this is your first lesson as her pupil, and it's important that we do it right.
Okay.
Fine.
So, what do we do?
What's the next thing on the list?
Before they see each other, make sure to highlight the importance of the meeting.
I'm pretty sure we can skip that.
I don't know. I mean, if we skip it, the whole lesson could go south. And then you might end up taking a giant step backwards instead of forwards.
No.
Maybe you'll never be able to learn anything about friendship at all. It's almost like your whole future depends on this moment.
Thanks, Spike.
Highlight
That
the
didn't...
importance of the meeting. Check. I can't believe you wanted to skip that.
Ouch. Thanks a lot, Spike. That made her a lot less nervous. Hello? Anyone home? I guess not. Louder.
Sunburst?
Hello?
Yes?
Yes.
What can I do for you?
Oh.
It's
got a
me,
beard.
Starlight. We used to be friends?
Oh, of course. Starlight. My goodness, it's been a long time. What have you been up to?
Me? Oh,
nothing much, I
you
guess.
know, some of this, some of that, different stuff.
Awkward.
Right now, I'm sort of Twilight Sparkle's new pupil.
The Princess of Friendship?
Yeah,
That got his attention.
that's actually kind of why I'm here. I mean, I know you're probably very busy.
What do you mean?
Well, I figured after magic school you'd go on to do important wizard work, but
Oh, no. Yes! Yes, that's me, yep.
Oh,
Important wizard.
Yeah.
Really busy with lots of, wizarding stuff.
Yeah.
Right. Well, good to see you.
Good to see you. Goodbye. Aw.
Maybe we should have skipped highlighting the importance of the meeting after all.
well, I guess that's that.
It's like, let's go home.
Starlight, come on! We have to at least explain what Twilight wants.
Aw. Dear, oh dear. Hi, it's me again.
Dearest citizens, I am sure you are all just as thrilled and ready for this crystalling as myself and Shining Armor.
Yay! Yes, we are. Except Shining Armor's not ready at all.
I'm not ready.
Poor Shining Armor.
Just pick whoever looks the most like honor guard material.
Right. Right.
Ow!
I'm sorry. Fatherhood is way more stressful than I ever thought.
I can only imagine. Now, I know choosing the Crystal of Purity is a very important decision. So, I have gone through the trouble of arranging them in order from incredibly pure to outrageously pure. Rarity, don't they all sort of look the same? Oh, well, to the untrained eye, perhaps. What do you think, Shining Armor?
I don't know!
Oh, poor Shining
I
Armor.
hope Twilight and Pinky are having better luck with the baby. Well, at least she's having fun.
They're jumping! Oh no! Uh-oh. They're gonna have to armor this room, unfortunately.
Pinky, hold her still.
Stay still, I can't do... I didn't know this was gonna be so dangerous. Awkward. Oh.
So, the Princess of Friendship wants you and I to be friends again?
Yeah.
I know. Weird, right?
Oh, I don't understand. Did something happen to you after I left for magic school?
What?
You can say that. I mean, no,
don't see
no.
what that has to do with anything. Why would you even ask that?
Because you're spilling tea over
I
the
mean,
floor.
did something happen to you after you left for magic school?
Ouch.
What? No. Like you said, I'm a important wizard.
I'm sure there's something on Twilight's list that can help here.
Poor Shining Armor. I think I've said that like 20 times by
Okay,
now.
I chose the honor guard, picked the purity crystal, and I know exactly who I want to be our crystaller.
Oh, good.
So, all we need is...
The baby?
The baby?
Yeah. Oh,
We're
yeah.
here.
Right, yeah.
She's a really strong flyer.
Okay, that was interesting. Aww. Uh-oh. Aww. Uh-oh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, that is so bad.
I'm guessing that's gonna make it hard to do the crystalline.
It's worse than that.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Without
that.
the heart, the Crystal Empire is about to be buried under a mountain of ice and snow.
Uh-oh, this is really bad. Oh my gosh. The horror to be continued, no! The horror! Well, I guess the only good news of it to continue is that it will be to be continued. Instead of, this is the end, I tell you! Anyway, aw, that was harsh. It's like, oh, wait a second, they changed the, oh, yeah. I'm losing it! Because unfortunately, I definitely identify with Shining Armor. It's like, my brain is no longer functioning. It's like, oh, dear. Yes, previously on My Little Pony.
I still can't believe you're letting
awkward,
me stay here
I guess.
as your pupil.
Shining Armor's a father! I'm an aunt!
Yay!
First friendship lesson is going to be reuniting with Sunburst!
No!
Yes, that's me, yep. Important wizard.
The baby is an alicorn? So she could be a super strong flyer and have crazy baby magic!
Yes, it
Without the
appears
heart,
so.
the Crystal Empire is about to be buried under a mountain of ice and snow.
We're all doomed. The good news is at least Sombra's not here this time. Oh no! He's like, we're all doomed again.
I used to wonder what friendship could be. Until you all shared its
Yo.
magic with me. Big adventure, tons of fun. A beautiful heart, faithful and strong. Sharing kindness, it's an easy feat. And magic makes it all complete. You have mine. Do you know you're all my very best friends?
Oh. So, ooh, it's like there's a lot. I mean, oh, this is definitely a time I appreciate the commercials. It's like, my gosh, it's like a lot happened during the last between the last commercial break and stuff. So far, it's just an interesting episode. I mean, on the one hand, yeah, we have the whole thing with the crystalling, the baby, and all that stuff. And the other, we have the, you know, obviously, Starlight Glimmer and Sunburst. Interesting. Starlight Glimmer and Sunburst. Interesting titles. You know, interesting names. Interesting. You know, could be playing off each other, perhaps. Ooh, interesting notion. Anyway, yeah, I mean, but I have to comment on this. Is like, you know, Sunburst glasses. I like his glasses. He's one of the few ponies that actually has glasses and kind of resembles the glasses on my OC, which are because they're really big. Because yeah, if you're gonna have glasses, they have to cover the whole eye, because otherwise it doesn't really, they won't work. Is the short answer, but. But anyway, enough of that. That was one of those interesting things that I kind of like, but it's not really important to, and no one else probably cares about, but still. But yeah, it's like, talk about awkward, you know, between Starlight Glimmer and Sunburst. It's like, oh, they want us to be friends? It's like, why would we, what? Did something happen? It's like, I have a feeling that on Sunburst's side, yeah, something did happen. He's obviously not, you know, he's not telling you, like, they have a lot more in common than they think they do. It's like, oh yeah, it's like, nothing bad happened at all, and everything. It's like, I'm sure something did. And neither of them want to admit it what it is, you know. I don't know if Sunburst is going to be quite as bad as Starlight Glimmer is, but we shall see. But of course, the other really big thing is, oh my gosh, it's like, the crystal heart has been shattered! Oh no! Bummer, that's horrible! It's like, but how are they gonna resolve that? Oh dear. But we're gonna find out because the show is back!
So, not only can we not take part in a fabulous ancient ceremony, but we're also about to be frozen solid!
Yeah.
Without the Crystal Heart's magical protection, the entire city's about to become a winter wasteland.
Bummer.
But what about when King Sombra ruled the Crystal Empire and the Crystal Heart was missing? The city wasn't covered in snow then.
The heart wasn't missing. It was still in the castle. King Sombra had just hidden it.
I'm afraid Twilight is correct, and the storm clouds are already forming.
Okay, so what do we do?
I can totally fly up there and bust those puppies. No
problem.
I don't think so, Rainbow.
I wouldn't advise it, Rainbow Dash. Those storm clouds are not like the ones you know.
This far north, the weather has a will of its own. And now it will only grow stronger, enveloping everything in its path.
Including the Crystal Empire.
And us along with it.
Yeah. Okay, can we get to the part where we know what we do
There's
about
gotta be
it?
something.
I know we're forgetting something.
I know Princess Twilight is keen on the two of us rekindling our friendship, but it's been so long. I don't see how anything on that list is going to help.
I know, right? It's not like there's some spell that would magically compel us to pick up where we left off.
Well, actually, there's several.
Oh.
Miss
that's
Maine's
cheating.
Material Amity, Rockhoof's Rapport, Flash Prance's Fellowship.
Yeah.
But I get the feeling the princess isn't looking for a spell.
No.
Definitely not.
Got it! And if all else fails, ask them to share an embarrassing moment from their past. Maybe even something they regret.
Oh, is that all?
Yeah,
Oh.
I don't see how that would help.
Yeah.
Yeah. We should just get out of your mane. It's pretty obvious this isn't going how Twilight hoped, and I'm sure you have plenty of important work to do.
What? Oh,
What?
right.
Oh, yeah,
yes.
right, yeah.
No rest for the Wizardly.
Oh.
Come on, Spike.
Aww. Uh-oh.
There must be a spell that can restore the Crystal Heart.
Perhaps.
But it isn't something that either of us know.
The library here at the castle is nearly as extensive as the one in Canterlot. There's a good chance we can find something there.
Can you hold off the storm?
Yes, for a time, but even our magic will eventually succumb to the power of the frozen north.
Oh dear.
We will do what we can, but you must hurry.
Go get him, Princess Luna and Celestia! Charge! Fire, I will! Sorry, couldn't resist.
I don't know how long it will take to find the right spell, but you should probably tell the crowd outside to get somewhere warm.
And try not to mention the Crystal Heart. We don't want to start a panic.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Come on, girls.
It's like, yeah, it's like...
I'm gonna need all of your help. The Crystal Library is enormous.
You can count on us, Twilight.
Get it off, get it off! Nice.
Where'd she go?
Oh no, she's escaped! Oh no!
This way!
Oh no.
Well, Spike, looks like my biggest fears came true.
Oh.
I wouldn't be surprised if Twilight decides to give up on me entirely.
Oh, don't be so hard on yourself.
It's not your fault. I'm the one who said all we needed was this list.
Oh.
It's not the list, Spike, or you, or Twilight. I'm the one Sunburst doesn't want to be friends with.
Oh.
I don't remember him saying he didn't want to be friends.
He didn't have to say it.
Oh.
Well, Twilight obviously thinks you're worth being friends with, and I do too.
Yay!
Oh, thanks, Spike. At least I have 2 friends, even if one of them has dragon breath.
Hey.
That's not dragon breath. It's freezing.
Oh, you're right. But I thought the Crystal Heart was supposed to keep the cold weather out.
Uh-oh.
It is, unless something's happened. Come on.
Uh-oh. I don't think you should have said that in front of that crystal pony. Oh, dear.
We're just saying that it might not be the best idea to stay outside.
I camped out all night for this spot. I'm not about to just give it up.
Still, when you think about it, the view is just as good a little further back, like inside your house.
What?
The crystalling ceremony is one of our most sacred traditions, and when that foal is held before the Crystal Heart, I plan to be as close to the action as possible.
Okay.
Honestly, I don't know if there's gonna be a crystalline. The truth is, the baby's an alicorn, and her magic's plumb crazy,
What?
so...
What are you doing?
You might not want to be that close, after all.
A baby alicorn? Wow, I can't wait to see that.
Oh, those little wings are probably so cute.
I know, right?
Look, I am 100% sure the crystalling isn't happening.
Uh-oh.
No crystalling, huh? Then why are they starting a fireworks show?
Because those aren't fireworks. We tried. It's like, AJ, I don't think this was the time for honesty.
Get back here!
Oh dear.
Ride-a-Buck's boat chants, hay-hups and tournaments, mystic maps and mazes.
Anything up there?
Not yet. I'm not even sure how these are organized.
Hi there. That wasn't very nice. Oh.
Shining Armor? I thought you were taking care of the baby.
I'm trying.
I'm trying.
Oh, the plight of the pony parent. Hey. Gotcha. Oh.
Or not.
Ow.
What is going on?
You want the long or the short version?
Short?
The baby's an alicorn and she accidentally destroyed the crystal heart, so Twilight and Cadence are looking for a spell to put it back together and save the Crystal Empire from turning into a giant wasteland of ice and snow.
Oh, is that all? Oh. Ow. Ooh, that looks
What
important.
about this? Trotter's Tome of Reliquary? I think this is it. Spell of Relic Reconstitution. I can't believe we found it.
It's a good thing, too. Without this, I don't know what we'd do.
Oh no! That wasn't difficult to predict. Now you oops. It's like you just had to say that, didn't you, Twilight? It's like, what would we do without this? Of course, the baby's gonna shoot a hole in it, of course. Oh no! It's like, it's like our hope has been dashed, I tell you. It's like, bummer. Oh no, it's like, yeah, it's like, you know, this is an interesting episode. I mean, it's in a way going back to the smaller kind of episode, as opposed to like, we're gonna fight a big scary monster and everything, but there's at the same time there's a lot going on, and stuff and everything. I mean, yeah, there's a lot, in some ways a lot to talk about and stuff, so, oh my gosh. I mean, something interesting is that, you know, like, that pony says, oh, these are our most cherished traditions. That guy doesn't appear to be a crystal pony, though, so... I don't know. In fact, I don't know if I remember seeing too many of the crystal ponies here, which is kind of strange. It's like the interesting question of, like, why is Sunburst here? Why did he move to the Crystal Empire? You know, a lot of interesting things. Is like... Aw, poor Starlight Glimmer. It's like, she's being way too hard on herself, and like they're giving up on each other too much. It's like, yeah, they're assuming that it's like he doesn't want to be friends with me. It's like, I think he kind of does. It's just awkward. It's just weird. Like, it's like, this is just weird. It's tough, and it's like, yeah, and both sides don't want to admit to whatever their big dark secret is. I'm sure that they both have some big dark secret that they don't want to admit. And yeah, and of course, as always, the list fails. It's like, you think Twilight would learn by now that, you know what, things don't work this way, you know, and stuff. And again, it was a kind of a weird, oh, it's actually a commercial for My Little Pony toys. Yeah, oh, I think I've actually seen that, so. Oh dear, anyway, so, but yeah, I mean, unfortunately, I'm losing it, because unfortunately, like Shining Armor, fortunately, I know, yeah, he's just become a father, which is obviously a huge, massive change, which is, I'm gonna say something that I'm not familiar with, but yeah, I'm sleep deprived and tired, and my brain is malfunctioning, so poor guy. Oh. And now it's like, it's like, yeah, the plight of the pony parent, especially when, ponies, especially when it's an alicorn and it can fly and has all these crazy powers and stuff. It's like, my gosh, I had no idea that taking care of this baby was gonna be so dangerous. It's like you tried to zap mommy? That would hurt my feelings, to say the least. Oh, no. But oh well, the only good news is that it's like, oh dear, I don't know. My brain is malfunctioning and stuff, because yeah, it's like, because yeah, I mean, as I said, sometimes this works, sometimes it doesn't, unfortunately, because there's just so much to talk about, but there's only like 10 more seconds left until the episode comes back on, so... Yo! So now what are we gonna do?
That spell was the only thing we found in the whole library that was even close to what we needed.
We're doomed.
I'm so sorry, Twilight.
It wasn't your fault.
It's not your fault, Starlight. None of us were expecting any of this.
Do you think you can remember the spell?
No.
I only read it through once. Well, if any pony can exactly remember something she read for the first time 2 minutes ago, it's you, Twilight. I'll try, but I'm not sure how long it'll take.
Huh?
Is quickly an option?
I'll help if I can, but we should evacuate the city just in case. You need to lead every pony to the train station before the tracks freeze over.
We will, but between you and Twilight, I'm sure you'll remember the spell.
Yay! Goody. It's a little late for that,
I
though.
hope this spell is the one we need.
Okay.
Is there anything I can do?
I don't think so. I'm just sorry about your lesson.
That doesn't matter now. Sunburst and I don't have anything in common anyway. He's a big, important wizard, and I'm relearning everything I ever thought I knew.
Sunburst? I don't recognize the name, but if he's an important wizard, you should bring him here. Maybe he'll know what to do if the spell fails.
Of course!
Oh, cool. Nice going,
You better
Princess
go with
Kate.
her, Spike.
Get him, princesses, get him! Oh no! Oh no! We lost the princesses!
Sunburst! Haven't you looked outside?
Snow? That's not right. The Crystal Heart.
Is gone! The baby, Shining Armor and Cadence's baby, it's an alicorn!
Really?
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 And her magic is a little berserk, and well, I guess she destroyed the heart. But Twilight thinks she can fix it, and Princess Cadence thought you could help.
Me?
Me?
Of course! You're an important wizard in the Crystal Empire, it just makes sense!
Yeah.
Right,
yeah.
You know, I'd like to help. I really would. I just have so much, important wizard work to do around here.
It's like we're all gonna die! What could be more important than that?
Did I mention this was a royal crystalling? When the crystaller holds the young one aloft, all of the Empire will share their joy and light, and the crystal heart will beat stronger than it ever has before.
It really is a moving ceremony.
I really don't think it's going to happen.
Come on! It's freezing out here! This is the Crystal Empire. We've seen snow before.
Not like this!
Uh-oh.
We don't have time to argue. Princess Cadence has decided to evacuate the city.
But the crystalling...
I don't know if we'll ever have another crystalling again. The Crystal Heart is shattered.
It's not safe here.
That's what we've been trying to tell you.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Sunburst, I know you're busy, but did you hear what I said?
No, I heard you. But like I said, when you're an important wizard, the work just piles up.
Sunburst!
Look, Starlight, I want to help, I do. But I can't. I wish I could.
What do you mean?
Fixing an ancient relic? I can't even come close to doing something like that.
But I thought you were an important wizard.
Well, you were wrong, okay? I'm not an important wizard. I'm not even a wizard at all.
Oh. Poor Sunburst. Oh. Oh no, that's terrible. Oh. Oh my gosh, it's like, oh. Poor guy. I mean, it wasn't difficult to predict, to be honest, but it's like, yeah, I mean, she's making a lot of assumptions and like, oh, you're a big important wizard and everything, but, oh dear. It's like, in some ways, like, there's a lot to talk about. In some ways, this is a pretty straightforward episode. It's kind of, you know, kind of a thing to a degree, to be honest. I mean, it's gonna be interesting to see what the resolution's gonna be. You know, like, okay, it's like, I don't really have a prediction of what. Okay, if he's not a wizard, then what is he? I don't really know, to be honest. So yeah, so it's gonna be interesting. It's like, the princess have been fighting the weather. Unfortunately, they've met with defeat. I hope they will be okay. But that was kind of cool. It's like, that's actually kind of cool. It's like, the princesses actually got to do something. Yeah, that's actually kind of cool. I mean, as always, they have to fail, but at least they're trying. And again, as always the princesses, they have to find a way to get, it makes total sense for them to be here. I mean, this is a royal baby and everything. It'd be surprising if they weren't here, but they can't really be part of the main story because, this has to be between the princesses. This has to be between Twilight and the Maid Six and Starlight Glimmer and all those things. So yeah, but still, I did like that they finally got to unleash their magic and charge and everything. So yeah, it's like the crystal ponies are kind of interesting. It's like, don't you care that it's really cold here? It's like, yeah, it's the Crystal Empire. We've seen snow before. I like that one guy. It's like, I don't know if he's supposed to be British, but he kind of sounds British. It's like, and I kind of like it that they're so excited for the ceremony, but at the same time, don't you notice that there's snow everywhere and the ponies are trying to convince you to leave? Don't you think you should listen to them? And I thought that was so cool when Shining Armor came out, and then it's like, you must leave and everything. It's like, that was cool. It's like, Shining Armor's back. Yes, I like that. That was kind of cool. I mean, it's a bummer, it's like, at that point, he has to tell them the truth. Because, yeah, it's like, at the same time, it's a little late to trying to be evacuating everyone. It seems just, it's like they came to this because, unfortunately, that was the only way. It's interesting. Maybe this interesting sublisted in that. Maybe sometimes you have to tell people the truth in these situations because it's better to know the truth than it's stuff, because then you'll get to the move. But anyway, back to the show. Yo-ho! Uh-oh.
I know it's hard for you to understand, but not all of us end up achieving greatness.
What? Why wouldn't I understand that?
Really? You're the protege of the Princess of Friendship. I don't think she picks just any pony for that.
Technically, she's more of a student than a protege.
Hey.
Whatever. I'm sorry I'm not the big important wizard you were expecting.
Sunburst? I don't care if you're a wizard or not. I'm just surprised. You always knew so much about magic. I mean, look at all these books.
Yeah, well, reading about magic is one thing, but you don't know what it was like at magic school. To know so much and not be able to do any of it.
Oh. Really?
Well, you don't know what it was like to be left behind. And then getting so bitter that you steal the cutie marks from an entire village, and then get defeated by Twilight and her friends. So you travel through time to get back at them, but they beat you again and teach you about friendship, but you're so terrified ponies will find out what you did that you can't make any friends!
Oh no, poor Starlight. Oh. Wow. It's like, what?
Did you really travel through time?
See? I told you he'd be impressed.
I'm sorry we lost touch. Maybe if I had reached out, you could have helped me at magic school, and I could have helped you to...
Not become totally evil?
Not totally evil,
Let's just say, I know what it's like to have something you're not exactly proud of.
When you showed up thinking I was some big wizard, I'm sorry. I should have told you the truth.
It's fine. At least we worked it all out.
Yes.
I think Twilight would be proud of us.
Yes.
Well, if you ever want to tell her about it, we should probably leave now.
I know.
I forgot to tell you, they're evacuating the city.
Oh, yeah.
We need to get to the train station. Unless you've got a spell here that will drive back the frozen north and fix the crystal heart so the baby can have her crystalling.
Crystalling? Of course!
Oh. Come on, you can do it! No! I shall save you, Princess Lunette Celestia! No! This way! Charge! It's like... abandoned city! Oh no!
Just a little bit
Interesting.
further, y'all. The station's just ahead.
Supposed to be running the other way.
Go back.
I know how to stop this!
Yes! Okay. Oh. Interesting.
I think that's everything?
It looks right to me, but there's only one way to find out.
Uh-oh, this could get messy. Okay. Oh dear, bummer.
The spell failed. I don't know what else to do.
An old student of mine believes he does.
Hmm? What? Oh.
The baby did this?
I tried putting it back together with...
The spell of relic reconstitution. That won't do it. The crystal heart's been around for millennia. Restoring a relic like this is magic way beyond one spell. You need to combine it with something else. Something unique to the relic itself. Something that strengthens it and provides it with power.
Cunning.
The crystalling!
Combining that spell with the light and love of every pony gathered for the ceremony, together with Somnambula's weather abjuration to clear away the snow, and a little fledgling's forbearance for the parents. That should curb the little one's power fluctuations.
You must be Sunburst. Starlight said you were a powerful wizard.
Oh, I'm no wizard.
Huh?
But he studied magic his whole life. You should see his house. And since no pony has any better ideas, what do we have to lose?
Good point. Although...
I had planned on asking Twilight to be our crystaller, but since it seems like she'll be busy...
I'd be honored.
Yo!
Well, what are we waiting for?
It's like, yeah, we don't have much time left. You can do it, Twilight! Yo! Sorry, I couldn't resist.
Citizens, may I present the newest member of the Crystal Empire?
Yay!
He's beautiful. Oh, it's just so moving.
So touching. Yes! Oh! It's just so beautiful, I tell you. Oh my gosh. Yes! Oh my gosh. Woohoo! Oh, here we go again. Yes! Yes! Oh, the symbolism! Aww.
Best crystalline ever!
I would say so.
For a pony who isn't great at magic, you did pretty well.
Indeed. I'm glad to see you found a way to share your unique gift, Sunburst. You may be more of a wizard than you think.
Oh. Well, that was nice. Thank you, Princess. Yo-ho.
You would not believe the crazy weather that delayed our train. Came out of nowhere.
But it was all worth it to see this peaceful little angel. Aw, so sweet. Come to your grandmare.
Oh, careful.
Yeah, peaceful now, anyway.
I suppose that spell really did the trick.
Uh-oh. We're safe.
We have Sunburst to thank for that.
Yay.
I hope he takes his role as crystaller seriously. Something tells me the baby will need a pony like him to look to for magical advice.
Cadence, darling, aren't we gonna name the poor little dear, or are we gonna spend the entire visit just calling her the baby?
Good
We
point.
were thinking Flurry Heart.
You know, to remember the occasion.
Goodness, how could any pony forget? I think it's lovely.
Well, I think you're the Crystal Empire's big, important wizard. Whether you like it or not.
I don't know if I'll have time for any wizarding. I'm a crystaller now. That's a big responsibility.
Yo-ho.
I can't think of any pony more qualified. Just promise you'll stay in touch?
Like I'd ever lose touch with my oldest friend.
What's wrong, Twilight?
I don't know, Spike. I think I have a lot to learn about being a teacher.
You do?
What are you talking about? Your lesson went perfectly. Starlight and Sunburst got over their past and rekindled their friendship.
No thanks to me. I know a lot happened. I just wish I could have given my pupil the attention she deserves.
Well, I know she needed to be put on the right path, but giving her the space to make her own decisions worked pretty well.
Yes!
Isn't that how Celestia taught you?
You know, I never thought about it.
Yes.
But I guess it is.
Maybe you're a better teacher than you thought.
Yes! Thank you to you hardworking people for working so hard on the show. Yes! Oh yes, thank you. Yes! That was awesome. Oh my gosh, that was pretty cool. It really was. Yes! So that was the crystalling. Yes, that was awesome. Oh, I gotta comment on this first. It's like, I love that, the lesson that they have at the end with like Twilight. It's like, that was so cool. It's like, cause yeah, it's like, you know, Twilight's like, I'm a bad teacher. It's like, no, you're doing exactly what Celestia did. You know, it's basically what they're saying. It's like, you know, you gotta keep, it's like, I wish I had been there for my student. It's like, you know, it's like, you just needed to put her on the right path and in a way let her make her own mistakes, let her learn the lesson herself. I mean, I think that was probably the lesson that Twilight needed to learn. It's like, you just need to nudge, just like Celestia, point her in the right direction and trust that she'll learn the lesson on her own. And if she does need your help, she'll ask for it, or you'll go and then you'll help her and stuff. But again, I love that. I love that because, yeah, I mean, that's certainly been one of the issues that people have had with Celestia. Is like, where is Celestia? She's pointing Twilight in the right direction and trusting that she will learn the lesson on her own. I think that's awesome, because, yeah, because sometimes that's the only way to learn, you know, to be honest, is the short answer. It's like, I could probably keep going on about that, but I definitely agree with that, because yeah, that's just so awesome, so yes! So I like that, and I really like the fact that, yeah, Princess Luna and Celestia, and all the princesses were here. They all had a role here. They all had something to do. They all had lines. They all had stuff. Like even with the stuff at the end with like Princess Celestia, it's like, oh, this is an old student of mine. Oh, well, that's cool. It's like, and she's being supportive of him too. It's like, maybe you know more than you think you do. It's like, I like that. I think that's cool and everything. That's just cool. I have to comment on this as well. It's like, first of all, it's like, those ponies don't look like the crystal ponies. You know, not yet. It's like, I think I understand how this works now. Is that, you know, this sort of thing, you know, they only become crystal ponies when, you know, the crystal heart unleashes this huge giant magic thing all over them, and then they become crystal ponies. So that's cool. And Mommy and Daddy were here. Mommy and, you know, Twilight's Mommy and Daddy were here, and they had lines. Yes, that was cool. And of course, you know, it's like, was it? Oh no. Was it Flurry Heart? Yes, it's like, I believe that people say, oh, this is Princess Skyla. It's like, no, it's Princess Flurry Heart. Yes, I like that. It's like, I like that it was not a spoiler after all. Yes. It's like, hopefully now I'm safe from spoilers, I hope anyway. So yeah, that's cool. It's like, obviously the baby's here. And the baby is dangerous, and she, everything, and Alicorn and everything. Again, being an Alicorn was not a big surprise, but it was kind of a bummer once again. It's like, you know, even the princesses don't know much about this. It's like, and even Flipside's, well, that's not very reassuring, you know. It's like, yeah, I mean, but yeah, it's like, yeah, that's definitely focus on video territory and stuff. But yeah, I mean, a lot in this episode, there was a lot that happened in this episode, but at the same time, it was a much smaller episode, which is probably not such a terrible thing, in all honesty, because yeah, the last couple of season premieres have been, you know, big, huge set piece stuff with big, huge monsters and stuff and everything. But even so, there was a little bit of action here. It's like we got to see the princesses unleash their magic upon clouds, but it was still kind of cool though. everything. And of course, the big emotional power moment at the end with the crystal heart. Yes, that was cool. And I like that resolution. I like it. It's like, it wasn't just one spell. It just wasn't one pony to fix this. It took all of them to fix this. It's like, oh, the symbolism. I like that. That's just so cool. Because again, you know, that's so cool. It's like, I'll say this. It's like, you know, that goes against what I like to call the Master Chief complex, where it's like, you are the most important person in the whole world, and you can win the war all by yourself. Nothing could be further from the truth. You know, everything. It's like, even the very first Call of Duty game, one of the first lines was, you know, it's like, victory was not achieved by one man, it was achieved by many. And that's why I like the way they resolved this, that it took all of the ponies to do this, including the crystal ponies themselves. That was to fix this and put the crystal heart back together again. Yes, I like that. That's so awesome. Yes. That's just so cool. It's like, that's just so cool. I mean, this episode, for the most part, in a lot of ways, was kind of slow. A lot didn't happen for a while, but, you know, but otherwise, I think it was good. I think it was interesting. It was very awkward for a lot of time, because, yeah, because it's like, yeah, I'm a big important wizard, and yeah, and ooh, and stuff. Ooh. And it's like, yeah, it's like, yeah, did something happen to you after we lost touch? Oh, yeah, no, nothing at all. Ooh, yeah, I just turned evil and went to the dark side and did horrible things to everyone. So, yeah, bummer. You know? And you know, I like that. I like that they're like, we have nothing in common. You two absolutely have something in common. I have an interesting thought. I don't know if I should say this or not, but it's like, all I'm gonna say is I think they're going to be a lot closer than they are at some point in the future. Because yeah, they work together so well. It's like, you know, Starlight Glimmer has all these magic abilities, but he understands all these spells and everything, but he can't necessarily do them himself. It's like, they're made for each other. Yeah, that's cool. I think I'm gonna stop and I think I'm gonna just stop there, because yeah. But still, I like that. It's like, yeah, and I think that was kind of realistically portrayed, that whole thing with them as well, because basically, you know, it's like they both are like, you know, I don't want to do this. It's like, I haven't seen this person in like years. I can't just go up to them and talk to them, can I? I can't just pick things up and just pretend we're all friends. I can't do that. You know, it's like, of course they can, you know. It's not like, you know, they just simply lost touch, and, you know, and stuff. So it happens, you know, and stuff. But I still I like that, because yeah, again, it's like, at one point it's like yeah, they just blow up at each other, which is exactly what happens in these sort of situations. At some point, it's like, you just have enough, and you just go like, I'm not a big important wizard, or, you know, when you left, I turned evil, and I did all these horrible things to people. And of course, honestly, that is often the way the show deals with this kind of you know, exposition and stuff. It's like, we're just gonna blur it out at like 150 miles an hour and get it out really fast, so that we can just, you know, because most of the people in the audience already know it, so we have to inform this other character about what's going on. And I actually I don't have a problem with that. I think that's okay, because again, in this case, that made sense. It's like, at some point, she's just gonna be like, argh! It's like, I just gotta tell him and stuff. And of course, that is what she has to do. She has to just go and tell him. It's like, just don't, you know, just like, that's how these things get resolved. Is that you just gotta, you know, lay it all on the table and just, you know, just admit what happened, and just let him decide about this. It's like, he doesn't have a problem with that. It's like, he's like, you travel through time. He wasn't put off by the fact that, oh, he's like, I think he completely glossed over the, oh, she turned evil side and all that. I don't have a problem with that, I guess. I mean, yeah, I mean, if he studied magic, I think the thing he would be most attentive of, that, oh, she traveled through time. Okay. And obviously it was a lot to take, in when you say it all at once. So, yo, and everything. So, okay. So, oh dear. So, yeah, it's like, this is one of these episodes I think I gotta stop and go look at a couple more times before I decide really about, I mean, before I can fully appreciate or fully understand it and stuff. But I like this episode. I like it a lot. I mean, it's not the most exciting or the most interesting episode, but it definitely had a lot of interesting things to think about and, you know, look at. It could have been pacing could have been a little bit faster, but otherwise, I think for what it was trying to do, it was okay. And I really liked the resolution, and I like the fact that all the characters had, you know, something to do and say here, and I think that was done very well and everything, and it was just, and I loved the resolution of how, you know, it's like the Crystal Empire, all the ponies, all the princesses, every pony had to come together to fix the Crystal Heart, and it was just so touching. And of course we have a new princess, yes. And hopefully Shining Armor and Cadence will survive being parents and parents and stuff. It's like, I hope they'll be okay. It's like, it'll be okay, I tell you. It's like, oh no, reminds me of Life from Voyager. It's like, you think things are bad now? But you know, sort of a thing. But it's like, I'm sure. It's like with all new parents. It's like, I mean, again, I'm not a parent, but I do know that, you know, at first, but I've been around people who are new parents. It's like, yeah, at first it just seems overwhelming. It's like, I can't deal with this. I can't handle this. This is, someone save me. But eventually you learn and you adapt and you move on and stuff, and you learn how to deal with this, and like, it's like, you'll be okay. It may not seem like it now, but it'll be okay, I tell you. And in some ways that's kind of sort of reflective of this episode. And overall, it's like, things seem really bad now, but you'll figure this out and it'll be okay and everything will be cool. Yes, so I really liked it. It was just so touching. So yeah, so I think I'm gonna end this now, because I could probably keep going on, but I think I'm just rambling on now. So yeah, so yes, it was just cool. And it's Starlight Glimmer as a Twilight student, yes, and the Crystal Empire and the new baby and stuff. It was just awesome. Yes. Okay, I'm definitely gonna stop now. Alright, so yes. So I thank you for watching this video, and as always, thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing, and until next time, this is Blue Star. Stay strong, and pony on. Blue Star out.